Hello and welcome to Stanford Men's Basketball Weekly on the Cardinal Channel. I'm your host, Kevin Danna, and we are joined by head basketball coach Johnny Dawkins as his team gets ready to go to New York for the NIT semifinals after knocking off Cleveland State, Illinois State, and Nevada in the first 3 rounds of the NIT. Coach, it's been a busy week for your kids as far as winning and finals are concerned, and obviously it looks like they've handled the pressures of playing postseason basketball and taking final exams very well. But how do you see that on a day-to-day basis?
I'm really proud of our kids. This was a stressful week for them. Finals are very important, as you know, and our kids made sure that they put their focus there first and foremost. And then from there, we were able to work on our basketball skills in preparation for the games that we had. And I thought our guys did a terrific job. Trying to balance both of those two things, I couldn't ask for anything better. I spoke to our guys actually the day after practice and talked about how did finals go. And to a man, everyone felt good, that they did a great job. And I say, that's what we do. Whatever you approach it with doing your best, giving it your best effort. And our kids, I think they really valued that, and that's how they've approached their academics, and that's how they've approached their practices and games.
Let's talk about the Illinois State game first, where Aaron Bright and Dwight Powell just played out of their minds. But you're down 11 more than halfway through the second half in that game. What do you tell your guys to get them back into that game?
One is there's no play that's going to get you 11 points to get you back in the game. You have to take it possession by possession. You have to value the ball, and we did that. We had an emphasis of making sure we hit the post. We had an emphasis of making sure we took good shots, and our kids really, I think, really stepped up and made plays when they had to.
How much do you think beating Oregon State in quadruple overtime early in the season helped you defeat the Redbirds in overtime this past week?
We said early in the season when we won that game that it would be invaluable because our kids will realize that they can come back from deficits and win games.
It's time for our big game of the week, and Roz, what is it?
The top 2 teams in the conference are facing off in the Battle of the Bay. The California Bears will head over to Maples Pavilion to take on the Stanford Cardinal. The Cardinal are number 4 in the nation. They're undefeated in Pac-12 play. But check this out, the Bears, they're sizzling hot themselves. They come off of a 6-game win streak. And KD, both of these teams have momentum.
Yep.
What should we be looking out for?
Well, this might surprise you, Ross, since I'm such a great three-point shooter and I drilled a few in your face back in the day.
Not true.
100%
this is a lie.
True. Don't listen to her. What we should be concerned with, Ross, is the rebounding, because we have the top 2 rebounding teams in the conference in this game and 2 of the top 5 rebounding teams in the country. So whoever gobbles up the most missed shots, whether it's the tandem of Cal's Brandon and Caldwell or the Aglumake sisters for Stanford, or whether it's some role players that are getting those missed shots, I think it's going to give their team a big edge in this game.
So it looks like it's going to be the battle of the boards in the Battle of the Bay.
Look at that alliteration.
We're very special. Talented. All right, KD, so what are your keys to the game?
All right, well, for Stanford, I think they need to get out to an early lead and hold it from there, because Stanford is a team that their one problem has been letting teams hang around a little longer than normal. Oregon State, Washington, all were able to make it a game for longer than expected. And if they let Cal hang around, Cal might do more than just hang around, because this is the number 2 team in the conference. And then for the Golden Bears, they need to make their free throws. This is a team that is last in the conference in free throw shooting at 61%. It's going to be tough as it is to win on the road, especially at Maples, but when you leave points at the line, you make it all that more difficult on your team.
Thomas with 12 on the shot clock to tie it up. Can't get the bounce. Tough rebound for Raymond Gardner. Every time UCLA gets a little separation, Arizona comes right back, and here's UCLA with another chance to make this a 2-possession game. 2 minutes to play.
UCLA 4 players high, sending Markel Walker cutting over.
10 on the shot clock. Gardner with it. 5 seconds now, working on Thomas. Drives left, gets tied up by Arnold. A jump ball and possession arrow to Arizona.
Arnold is everywhere. If there is an X factor to today's game, if Arizona pulls it out, it's Shanita Arnold and her ability to just always have a knack for getting her hands on the ball defensively.
Erica Barnes will check in for Reiko Thomas. So Arizona will get a little bit bigger in there. As Worthen gets it. Hounding defense by Lemberger at the moment. Final 100 seconds now. And a blocking foul is called on Thea Lemberger.
Ooh, Let's see if we'll get a replay on that.
Third team foul on UCLA. Here's the replay.
Here's Worthen. She's driving hard. Her shoulder is down.
Is she set?
That is a tough call. I actually think that she beat her to the spot. I think that's a charge, KD.
Yeah, that's one of those 50-50 ones.
Yeah, and in a game like that, each 50-50 counts.
Yep. Now here's Davlin White. Gets the on-ball screen, passes it to Arnold. Driving right.
Ooh.
Nice feed to Rhodey, and we're tied. Tommy Carmody now in there, a 6'9", 210-pound freshman middle blocker out of Orland Park, Illinois. Just south of Chicago. Tublin! His second.
I really like that setting choice by Evan Berry. There was a double block because as I was thinking, they would set Mohalski. And Tublin was out there one-on-one, and he finished it off.
23-18. Here's Mohalski with the jumper. Pass is a good one from Caceres.
Yes.
Gornick is sent back. Sennell keeps it alive. Houlihan into the net. And we are at match point. 24-18 Cardinal. Mohalski will have the serve. Fans on their feet. Mohalski jumper. Pass by Houlihan. Set for Daly. A good dig. Tublin gets the kill to finish this one off. And the Stanford Cardinal get back on the winning track, improving to 13-5 in conference play and 16-6 overall.